On the 1st of July, Croatia will finally become the EU 28th member state. 4.4 million citizens will become part of the European family, and the Croatian will be the EU's 24th official language. 10 years have passed since Croatia applied for EU membership. Since 2003, there have been tough negotiations and drastic reforms that have demanded a lot of the country's citizens. Every so often, the negotiations came to a halt. The lines of the borders between Croatia and its Slovenian neighbor, fishing rights and the bank dispute were to be resolved. Some reforms only slowly progressed, especially with regards to the fight against corruption and organized crime, the appointment of judges and the reform of the judicial system. Also, up to a certain point, there were doubts about the country's full cooperation with the International Court of Justice. Yet, Croatia never abandoned its mission and successfully completed the last, at times painful, reforms. Especially the privatization of the traditional shipyard sector hit Croatia hard. During the last years of negotiations, the support of the European project dropped alarmingly. Then in 2011 came the breakthrough. The European Council called for finishing the negotiations. In December, the accession treaty was signed, which kicked off the ratification process in 27 member states. In a referendum in the beginning of 2012, the Croatian citizens expressed their support of the accession, even though many might have wished for a higher turnout. Finally, with the approval by the German Bundestag, the last formal hurdle was taken. Today we can say without hesitation that Croatia is the best prepared country to join the EU, even though the member states' wish for further enlargement seems to decrease. Croatia's accession is a success story. It proves the attractiveness of the EU as a space with a common market and a common values. After Slovenia, Croatia is the second out of 6 former partial republics of Yugoslavia. This is why many hope that Croatia's accession will give a positive signal to its neighbors. However, Croatia and the rest of the Balkans also represent a warning to the rest of the community. The Balkan Wars in the mid-90s have shown us how vulnerable our continent still is and how important it is to live up to our responsibility and our commitment to the region. They are and will be an integral part of the European community.